I woke up in the back of a van. My hands were bound with plastic zip ties. It was hot, damp. The air stank of gasoline and swamp water. She sat in the passenger seat, hair tied up like she always wore it on days she planned something. He was driving. The sheriff's deputy, her friend. I kept my eyes half-lidded, unmoving, listening. "We're taking him out to the swamp," he said. "Gators gotta eat." She didn't laugh. She lit a cigarette and cracked the window. "You sure no one saw? Relax, he's a ghost. No phone, no tracker, no one'll look." He reached over and touched her thigh. She didn't flinch. So casual, so intimate. They thought I was unconscious, forgotten who I was, forgotten the years. 15 years in military intelligence, 2 in covert operations, 1 in a concrete cell in Serbia because I followed orders. I'd learned silence there, stillness. I learned how to wait. I shifted my wrists against the ties. No sudden movements, no noise. The van rocked over gravel. Pine trees blurred past. I flexed, once, twice. The ties snapped like dry grass. They didn't hear it. It hadn't started here. Not with a van, not with a swamp. It started with a towel. 3 weeks ago. An unfamiliar towel hanging behind our bathroom door, gray, embroidered with initials that weren't mine. D.H. I remember staring at it too long. She laughed it off, said it was a spa gift from her sister. But her sister's name is Anna. I didn't ask, I just stared. Later, I saw her phone light up in the dark. She never used to keep it on silent. "Thanks for today. Still smell like you. D.H." She didn't know I saw it. She didn't know I memorized the number. Didn't know I recognized the initials. Deputy Harris. Daniel. The man who shook my hand the day I came back from overseas. The man who helped us move into our new home. The man who laughed at my jokes, patted my dog, and looked me straight in the eye like he wasn't fucking my wife. I didn't confront her. Not then. Not yet. I wanted the truth to rot in her mouth before I ripped it out. I started small. Her phone records. I had the skills. Still had access. Numbers. Times. Repetition. Midnight. Lunch breaks. Every Thursday at 3 p.m. I planted a cheap GPS tracker in the trunk. Watched her drive out to county line motels like she was running errands. She came back smelling like smoke and fake lavender. I didn't sleep much. Didn't eat much either. Every time she kissed me goodnight, I counted the seconds it took for her to pull away. 17. I swabbed the inside of her wine glass and sent it in, along with mine, and his, pulled from a discarded coffee cup outside the station. Not for STDs, for something deeper. Paternity. Because our son doesn't have my eyes, or my silence. He's all noise, all lies, like her. I didn't tell anyone, not even my shadow. I just waited. The results came in a plain white envelope. I opened it at the kitchen table. The same table where we used to eat French toast on Sundays. The same table she bent over when she begged me for a second child. Probability of paternity, 0.0%. Not a typo, not a margin of error. 0. Nothing. I folded the paper into thirds and tucked it in my jacket. That night, I watched her sleep. She looked peaceful, like someone who believed they'd won. In the morning, I placed the envelope beside her coffee cup. I didn't speak. She read it. I watched her jaw tense, eyes darting to me, then back to the page. "You went through my stuff?" I didn't answer, just stared. "It doesn't mean anything. We were going through a rough patch. You weren't around." Still, I said nothing. The silence ate her alive. I told her we should take a trip. Somewhere quiet, I said. Just us. She agreed too fast. Maybe she thought it was forgiveness. Maybe she thought I was too broken to act. I let her plan it. Let her pick the cabin near the swamp. Let her tell her lover the route, the time, the lie. They drugged my drink. Didn't know I replaced the capsules with sugar the night before. When I collapsed, I counted every second. When they loaded me into the van, I memorized the path. And now, here we are. I broke the ties, slid silently forward. The gun in the glove box? I unloaded it 3 days ago. She turned her head, saw me. Her eyes widened. He's awake! Daniel slammed the brakes. I was already behind him. Wrapped the tie around his throat. Tight. Didn't squeeze, just held. "Pull over," I whispered. He did. I leaned between them, dropped the envelope in her lap. "Read it out loud." She couldn't. She shook. Tears. Finally. "You were never supposed to find out." I did. I looked at Daniel, and now he knows too. I left them there, on the edge of the swamp, alone with each other and the truth. I took the van, drove into town, stopped at a diner, ordered coffee, black. The waitress asked if I was okay. I told her I was fine. She smiled. But I wasn't fine. I wasn't broken either. I was something else. Colder, quieter, sharper. They thought they were clever, that love was a game and I was the board. But I built the game, and now it's over. They'll spend years watching each other decay, because betrayal like that doesn't kill quick.